If you're new here, you might not know, but UGC has been an incredible side hustle income stream for me for the past 6 months, and I'm hopeful that it will be for the next years. I'm sharing every part of my journey, and with that, I get a lot of questions, especially on TikTok, and I try to answer them, but you have to keep it pretty short on TikTok, so therefore, I'm making a lot of these longer forms videos on my YouTube channel so people can get information there. 6 months ago, when I got into this, there was a lot of free information, I think, and maybe I'm a little bit biased and it's easier for me to get into it because I already work with content. I'm a content creator and I worked as that for 6 years now. So it comes really natural to me. But since then, the questions have really changed of what I'm getting. People ask me if I sell a course or if they have to buy a course to become a UGC creator, and the answer is no. In my feed now, there's a lot of these digital marketers, and the reason I'm doing this is because I've studied digital marketing at university, and I know that these people are not doing digital marketing as what you think digital marketing is, like ads and SEO and all that stuff. They are selling a course, and the course learns you to sell the course. So they just sell this course to others and they make a lot of money selling a course that's about selling a course. And as I said, these courses are crazy expensive, and I have gotten messages by very young girls that have spent their spare money and money they have worked really hard for to buy these courses, and they are not delivering. So I'm here to tell you that everything you need to know about becoming a UGC creator is free, and therefore I'm sharing everything in my journey. I'm not an experienced UGC creator yet, or maybe I'm becoming one. I'm 6 months into it, and there are people that have done this far longer than me, but I am just sharing everything because if just one person that watches this video does not buy a course and gets help from me instead, it's so worth it. So I'm making this video to hopefully help people become UGC creators and not spend any money becoming a UGC creator. You start at zero, you will not start like in minus already, so you have to earn your way up to even get back the money you spent. Of course, there's not like a right way to do this. I'm just showing my way, and I've gotten clients by doing this way, so hopefully you will too. So in this video, I will walk you through the process I use to create compelling UGC example for my portfolio. Now my portfolio, of course, is filled with real clients and real videos that I've made for my customer, I guess. But I didn't start there. I did start with zero, and this is how I created my portfolio without having any real customer. My goal is to give you some sort of roadmap to confidently build your UGC business and land those brand collaborations that you want, and not break the bank with these unnecessary courses, because you don't need that. So what I did at first, I was looking around my house for products that I use and love and know much about, have like experience with it. So I have a lot of like arguments for why people should buy it, and also look through like my phone for like services I pay for and that might be worth having for other people, and just noted them down on my notepad and thought, which one of these am I most confident in making some content about? And I also think you should think about what kind of category like the product or service is in, and what you want that to, like you want to have similar products to that you get contacted by, because I think brands look at your content and then they see some similarities to their product and then they book you. And I actually didn't follow my own advice at first at that, because I made a video about the CeraVe oil cleanser, which I personally love. Like, the video is great, and I have had it in my portfolio for a long time. Luckily, I haven't gotten beauty collaborations because I'm not into makeup and skincare really. Even though the CeraVe oil cleanser has changed my life and I really love it and has made me like more into skincare, like that is not something I'm really into and don't really want to work a lot with. So that might be a bad example, even though the video turned out great and I got customers by using that video in my portfolio. Luckily, not any beauty brands. I must say I do want to get better at makeup and skincare, and I should. I'm getting closer to my 30s and I should take care of my skin better. I use sunscreen all the time, but yeah, I don't think I'm the person, like I don't really want it to be that kind of content creator, even though I want to, like in my personal life, get better at it. The next video I made was for the app called Airalo, which is an eSIM app that I use when I travel, and I have very good experiences with. So when I travel outside of Europe, my phone service doesn't work anymore, so I need to buy an eSIM, or that's a really easy way to do it. You can of course buy a physical SIM card in the country you're in, but the eSIM just makes it a lot easier. And I had experience with it and I could just show the app on my phone, so it was really easy to make a video about Airalo. But let's start from scratch together, and I have the perfect product that I would use if I was starting my portfolio today. And that is this soap with these kinds of refillable tablets. I've bought this to both have in my kitchen and in my bathroom because I want to get rid of single-use plastic and I want to use less plastic in general in my house. And there you already have an angle you can use, that I want to have less plastic in my home, so I bought this soap. So the first thing I would do is to research the soap, and then I would go to like the homepage of the brand, which is the Green Lab Co. And there you can find some selling points that you should maybe use in your manuscript to making a video about this. And here you have some of the standard arguments: that it's long lasting and it smells heavenly. But I think for my portfolio that I want to work with sustainable brands, I need to get into the sustainability of the product. And it's, for example, that the packaging is plastic free, it's vegan, and it doesn't contain microplastic, it's 100% biodegradable. The hand soap tablets are made from natural ingredients, minimum 99%. Normal soap does also contain about 90% water, and that is a selling point here. It's not, you don't pay for water, and you're also reducing your water footprint because you just add the water at home. I think I read somewhere that it also reduces the CO2 with the transportation, because transportation of water is a lot heavier and yeah, I guess makes more CO2 in transportation. I would also mention that I bought this in my local store, so it's easy to get a hold of, and you can easily get these refill tablets at the store, at your closest store. And when you have written down those selling points, you should also think about like, which situations do I use this product, what is beneficial with it, and how do you use it. And when you also have made a note of that, you have a lot of keywords, and you could use like ChatGPT to help you write a manuscript. But I would recommend writing it as you're speaking it, like in an oral language, if that makes sense. I don't really know if I'm explaining myself correctly in English, but you know, I have a written language that is a lot more formal than when I speak, and I would make the manuscript like more real, like So write it as you would speak it, like say it, like tell people about it. Because I think that makes it a lot more real. When you have the manuscript, you might lack a hook, and a hook is so important on social media. You need to hook people in, like get their attention in like 1 second. So these are 4 hooks that I would use to maybe promote this product in a video. Did you know that most normal soaps contains 90% of water? Do you also want a plastic-free home? Is it just me that are tired to think about all the microplastic in everything? Oh wow, that smells so good and it's all natural? For examples, I would use probably one of them, but you could make your own. And then there are B-rolls. I recommend having multiple layers in your editing process. Some clips where you hold the product and are talking straight to the camera. Some clips where you just film the product and you film yourself using it and maybe have a voiceover. Those clips are called B-rolls. I also think you should think about using different angles and also some close shots and some further away. Some key shots I would probably film with this product would be to maybe remove the packaging. I'm already using this, so I can really remove the packaging from here, but I could use this one and refill it. So then I would have the content of me removing the package of this, filling this with water, putting this in, and also me reacting to the smell and consistency of the soap, how it feels on my hands, and maybe just a video of me happily washing my hands with it. My final tips: if you don't have a microphone and you're going to do a voiceover, you don't really need a microphone in the beginning. You just need to sit in a room that is not echoey. So sit in a room that is fully furnished. I think a bedroom is a good place to start. It's a lot of textiles and it's usually a really good sound. You just need to be quiet and test it a couple of times before you say all of your manuscript. In the editing process, I also recommend starting with the voiceover. So you record your voiceover and then you put it into your editing program, and then you cut the clips to match what you say, the voiceover, and not the other way around. Because if you're already done editing and then you're going to record a voiceover that fits, your time is usually running away from you and you're like, oh, I didn't get to say that at the right time. So do it the other way around. Record the voiceover first and then add the clips. And regarding that editing software, you don't need anything that costs money. I do use Adobe Premiere Pro just because I have it at work. But I also use the app InShot, which is free and it works very good. My final tip is to make a portfolio page, and you can do that easily and free in Canva. Just so you can, if you get an email or something like that with like, do you have a portfolio? You can easily just send a link, then uploading a bunch of videos and just getting messy. Just send a link where you have all your videos. That was all that I wrote down that I should say in this video. Hopefully you got something out of it. Hopefully it's enough information for you to not buy a course. I think it's a lot more creators than me that have a lot of good information out there. So just do your research. And the only thing that you might need to like practice and get better on is editing. And it's free to learn that on YouTube. It's a video for every app, for Premiere Pro, whatever software or app you're going to use. And it's also TikTok videos. Don't buy an expensive course if you don't want to, like, if you want to do that lifestyle, if you want to sell the course, if that's what you want, do that. But you don't need a course to become a UGC creator. You can just become that for free and start earning money without having spent a lot of money already on getting there, getting started. So yeah, I feel like I'm preaching that right now, but it's just really important to me because I have gotten DMs from young girls that have spent all their extra money on a course and it's not giving them what they want, and they're really frustrated, and I get it, and I'm sure I could have done the same, but I just want to prevent people from doing that. mistake. I wish you the best of luck, and if you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them in the comment section. Yeah, until next time.